team going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Pickett. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's got to make a statement today.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Madsen. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. Touchdown, BYU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. There he goes. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Breaks into the open. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down. Open up the entire play.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Madsen. The safe call on the wide receiver screen.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Yeah. Will have to use its first time out of the half.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
And this is a weird move. They're sending out the field goal unit here. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
There's a lot of strategies to win football games, and there are very intelligent coaches in the game today. I've never seen a field goal attempt on first down. That was a play I am never going to forget, although I wish I could.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Buckmeyer. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the...
Turning it on! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, BYU!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They torch this defense with an explosive pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Balls in the deep ball. Flying out to the left. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Makes him talk to the hand. Makes it past the marker. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Got it in the middle. It's Napier. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Direct snap. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Baylor found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Bears football today. Those BU fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Under fire. Hit as he throws. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Going to swing it on second down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Give to the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Tie game, and what about this call? Going for an onside kick here in the first half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Dances away. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires on the move. He's got it, 1st down and more. Touchdown, Cougars. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Michigan offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. He's in open space downfield. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down.
Really nice 1st down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the 1st down out of the Wildcat. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
Yeah, no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Stewart. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. And the Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop. Beg for one, please.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Madsen. He's got it. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And that's what we players call a 7 route. That receiver ran it beautifully.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. He's going to run it. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And in back-to-back plays, you understand full well why the DC talking to us this week was like, this guy's a handful. Like, he shows the ability to throw the ball, make a big play through the air. Then you're covering the throw game well. What happens? He pulls it down, makes the run. He's showing you a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Unleashes one. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Motion from the back. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Crowd knows when to bring it. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. The snap sets up the throw. Quarterback moving. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, the play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stewart. Turning it on! He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300.
Going downfield for the big play. Touchdown, Michigan! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Got his man downfield. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to pass. It's Madsen. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's got it along the sideline. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Cougars want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Marshall. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He got it. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Going right and going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's out of bounds at the 31 after a nice return. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more...
There he goes! They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge stir down here in the big house. Right on the money. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. Hits him with a stiff arm. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pre-fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Calls his own number. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, BYU!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. FIU overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Panthers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the...
He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
This quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
But when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
On the move from inside his 5. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Bought a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Catch in the middle. It's Messer. Good call. Good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Bring in the heat. Pulls it in. It's Napier. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go up top on second and short. Wide open downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cougars!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unloads it left. The sure hands. It's crease corn. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Firing to the right, complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This is just getting gross. I mean, he's close to 500 yards now, just dissecting this defense. They have had no answer for that powerful arm.
Makes the grab. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Skips away from pressure. Looking for the score. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Michigan! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Got a man, it's Bachmeier. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? Well, a lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They'll leave it with him. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Cougars. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Here's the pressure. Finishes the run with the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Wolverines racing to the line in a hurry-up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted deep in his own end. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Quarterback adapting. He'll throw it. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize, they get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense. You saw it right there.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that. There he goes to the left. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Power football with the run. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but this it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down, and you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
What a great stop by this defense. Way to bow your neck. Now you got a chance to give the offense the football back, go out, try to make something happen late in this game, and maybe walk away with the victory.
On the direct snap, it's Stewart. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And every offense is different. The 2-minute drill looks different for everybody. Slipping the run in there, sometimes it can be good, but you can't do that much more with that clock ticking out.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Listen, guys, final 2 minutes of this game, you've got to throw. You've got to be able to pick out wide receivers one-on-one that are going to make a play. I love running the football, but now is not the time. You need points to win.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Using the quick game. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so much.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offenses has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They